Now the question is, how do you find those brands that aren't listed on those websites so that way you're not selling the same thing that everyone else is selling? The fifth one is probably one of the best ones that I don't think anyone's told you about. If you don't find anything after the first 5 that I provide you, I'm going to be the one to tell you design your own stuff, because honestly, you're just not going to find what you're looking for if you haven't found it with all 5 that I gave. The one thing that I see a lot on the internet is different people selling lists of vendors of where you can go shop to, which is a great business tactic. Everyone has their own hustle where they're trying to make money. But don't pay for that stuff. You really don't need to. All that information is on the internet for free. You just have to be able to research. But this video here has now helped you guys out. I've done the research for you. I've been doing this for years. So I already done the research for you. All you have to do is put in the work. So hey ladies, it's the IconicFashionFigure, and I'm back with kind of like part 2 to last week's video. Last week I had a video in regards to a trade show that I went to that was all about shoes. And I was just talking about the different brands that I've seen at that trade show and what I found there or whatnot. And if you watch that video, you can go find out information about more on that trade show and what I found there. But I didn't really talk about clothes there, and I know a lot of you may be interested in opening boutiques or already have one and are looking for more clothes vendors. So I figured I'll make another video talking to you about where to find vendors for clothing. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you're new here, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. For more videos like this, I'll definitely do more business talk, and I also do videos that are fashion related, that are lookbooks, trend reports, things like that, outfit ideas, and hit the bell for notifications. And if you like the business videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to continue feeding you guys different information about the industry that I know about. Because if you don't know, I do own my own clothing brand, and I also worked in the industry for years. So I have a pretty decent amount of knowledge about this business that I can help you guys out with. But let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the reason I have my phone here is because you might see me looking down a little bit. I'm going through some of the different places where you can buy clothing, because I know a lot of you probably have already done your research and you've probably seen a lot of videos on YouTube telling you to shop in the Los Angeles wholesale district, which is, yes, it's a really good place to go to. But for those of you that can't get to LA, what do? Where do you shop for your wholesale items? So that's where I'm trying to help you guys out. Of course, if you can get to LA, do it, go. Actually, in New York City too, you can find some wholesale showrooms there, but those are usually by appointments only, whereas in LA you can just walk the streets and walk in. Miami actually also has their little wholesale area. I honestly would not recommend it unless you are just in the Miami area and you want to shop there, but you'll get better pricing if you just go to the Los Angeles wholesale district. So that's number 1. Shop the LA wholesale district. But now we're actually getting into the real video for you guys that can't get there. So one place that you may have heard of that a lot of you, I'm sure, already know about. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, I got it here. So the one place that you probably have already heard of already is OrangeShine.com. It is basically a marketplace where wholesalers can post all their product for resellers to be able to, or buyers can go on there and shop different wholesale brands. You have a variety of brands. So you'll have women's clothing, women's accessories, women's shoes. There's men's on there. There's kids on there. There's swimwear on there. What else is on there? And there's handbags on there. So you'll find pretty much everything on there. You can shop it based off new arrivals. You can shop it by different categories. Their main page basically gives you like the trends and what's popular and the new brands, which I do have logins for here. So technically I could log in and show you guys, but I'm just gonna pull up some of the brands that you can actually see the product. But most of the Instagram boutiques or even like Fashion Nova, they shop these specific brands. They may not go directly on OrangeShine, they may actually go to their showrooms and shop with them, but it's the same exact brands. I'll show you some of them on here. So second place you can go to, which you probably heard of already because I know a lot of people have recommended it on YouTube videos, Go.net. Same concept as OrangeShine, but just a different place to go. And a lot of the brands are exact same thing. So you can shop the new products, you can shop by category. So there's women's, men's, and kids again. There's shoes, handbags, and accessories. There's even a beauty category on FashionGo, so you can get like makeup and skincare products and other cosmetics, perfumes. That's available on there as well. So that's probably another one that you've heard of, which is FashionGo.net. Again, it's probably the same brands as OrangeShine, same concept, just another place that you can register and shop. Now, to register on both of them, you do have to have a resale license. You have to have your business registered because they're going to request that information from you when you register, because it's for buyers only that actually have businesses or working for a company that can provide that information. So you'll want to make sure you have that when you go on the website. So that was number 2. I have, 5 total places where you can go where you'll be able to get a lot of information that you need. The 5th one is probably one of the best ones that I don't think anyone's told you about, but let's get into number 3 first. So number 3 is actually my website. So I sell all my product wholesale. So some of the items that you've seen in some of my videos where I told you it's from my collection. I've done lookbooks with my product, like the holiday video. A lot of that was from my collection. I sell all of that wholesale. So you can shop on my website, shopnouveaurich.com. You'll have to register as well. You'll need your tax ID to register on my website as well. But I can show you my website and what it looks like there. You can see some of the basic stuff on my website and get an idea of the designs, but you still need to register to be able to see pricing and to place an order. You can also view a lot of the styles on our Instagram as well, so I'll link that in the description box. Actually, I think it's always linked there, but you can check it in the description box to see product. But of course, if you want to see pricing and you want to look at more pictures of the different styles, and there's some styles that you can't even see, like on the main homepage or on Instagram, you have to actually log in to see it. Now, I will tell you the one thing that I do compared to what other brands may or may not offer to smaller businesses is my private label. That has been a huge hit for me as far as my brand. A lot of wholesalers will offer private label, but you have to buy big quantities in order to get private label, whereas mine, I don't require big quantities. There is a small minimum of how much to order, but it's not nearly as big as what you would think. Most of my buyers are already ordering that anyway, and then that way you're getting the product with your brand labels on it and not mine. That way when it's in your boutique, or even if you have an e-commerce boutique and you're shipping it out, people don't know exactly what brand you bought it from. That way, let's say I'm just a regular person shopping in the mall, but I want to know where they're getting their product from so I can sell it on my boutique. People can't do that to you because you put your own brand in it, so they don't know where you bought it from. It came from my brand, but people don't know that because we changed the labels to your brand. That's exactly what like Fashion Nova does. If anyone knows Fashion Nova before they became huge and they started working with celebrities, what they used to do is shop the Los Angeles fashion district, and they would buy the products there and sell it in their stores. A lot of people don't know that they originally started with storefronts, which I think they still have them out in Los Angeles. Then they went into e-commerce and started working with celebrities, and they blew up. So once they started becoming bigger, that's when they realized they needed to start selling the product with their labels in it. So now you get the product that says Fashion Nova, but they didn't design it. they bought it from another manufacturer and just sold it with their labels on it. So I offer that to smaller boutiques too, so that way you're not expected to buy 1,000 pieces of one style in that exact color. You could buy a couple different styles and you're still not buying 1,000 pieces. You're buying the typical 6 pieces in a pre-pack, maybe a couple pre-packs of different styles. So you'll have one pre-pack of one style, another pre-pack of another style, and you have your own labels in there. So that's number 3, which is my brand. Link down in the description box below so you can check it out. So number 4 is going to be, let me find it. It's LAShowroom.com. You probably heard of this one too from other YouTubers. They mention it. It's just like OrangeShine. It's just like FashionGo. Again, it's basically a marketplace for wholesalers to sell to buyers. It's the one place where you can go to and you find them all. Now, I will say out of those 3 websites, because a lot of people talk about those, you'll find a lot of brands on there. One second. Okay, so back to the video. What was I saying? So on those 3 websites that I mentioned, not my website because it's not a marketplace, it's strictly just my product, but like OrangeShine, FashionGo, and LA Showroom, you'll find a bunch of different brands on there. Trust me, there's a lot of them on there, so you'll have to be able to find something you can sell at your boutique. But not all of the manufacturers are on there. So like you could go to Magic, and a lot of those vendors you'll see at Magic may not be on those websites. Or you can go to the Los Angeles Fashion District, but you'll find vendors out in the LA Fashion District that you wouldn't find on these websites. Some of them just choose not to sell online or don't want to be affiliated with those 3 websites. So now the question is, how do you find those brands that aren't listed on those websites so that way you're not selling the same thing that everyone else is selling? Because there's already so many videos out there that's telling you about OrangeShine, LA Showroom, and FashionGo. We don't all want the same product. We want to try new brands. How do you find them? Well, the one thing that people don't tell you guys about, they always tell you to go to the Fashion District, which is about to be number 5. The Los Angeles Fashion District has their own website. So you can go on the Los Angeles Fashion District website. On the website, you'll go to Wholesale Businesses, or it just says Wholesale Business. When you're on there, you'll scroll through and it'll talk about the contemporary showrooms, it's fast fashion, buyer information, so on and so forth. I'll just go to fast fashion because that's what most of us are typically selling. When you get to fast fashion, it shows you the San Pedro Wholesale Mart and it shows you Santee Alley. Go to the San Pedro Wholesale Mart. That's where you'll find a lot more information. Once you're there, it'll take you to the San Pedro Mart website and you can browse by category or you can browse by name. I just did name and you pick a letter, so like I went to A. And when you're scrolling through, it lists all of the wholesale vendors that are in the Los Angeles district. Now, a lot of them have contact information in here, so they may not have a website, but there's a phone number in here and there's an email in here. There's some that don't have the contacts, but you can try to look up the name just in Google and see if you can research them. But majority of them, they have some kind of contact information, whether it's the phone number, email, website, or all 3 or only 2. There's some type of contact in here, so you can find a way to contact them. If they have a website, great. That means you can go on their website. It'll be similar to like my website where it's just my own personal website, but you'll still have to register to get on there. Or if there's no website on there, but you have a phone number or email or both, email the email address that's on there. Let them know you are a new business owner, you own a boutique, you are registered, because they're going to want you to be registered. So if you're not registered, you want to start there first. Get your business registered, get your resale license. But if you're past that point, email them. You can even send the information in the email. Let them know you own a boutique you're looking to work with new vendors, you want to see if they can send you line sheets of their current line and the products with pricing or anything like that, or call them and let them know you're interested and you want that information. You can provide them with an email where they can send it to. Or they may have a website that they just don't list publicly, and you'll have to get the link from them or the information. But find a way, because most of the time they'll just email the information. But you can literally sit here and go letter by letter and go through all the different brands that are on here and contact them. Some of them may not be brands that you want, some of them may be. Or let's say you see a brand and you see the name, but you don't know their product. You just see that there's a brand here. How do you know which ones you actually want to reach out to and contact? I know there's some YouTubers that tell new business owners don't go into other stores and shop based off of their brands. But if you go into a store or into another boutique or anything and you see, it may not be the item you like, but it's a name you recognize, at least you can know what their style is to know, okay, that's a product that I would sell, or no, I don't want that product. That's not something I would sell, so you know to skip that brand. But if you've seen it in the store already, you know that's your style, then you can contact them to get current line sheets. So I know most say don't go into boutiques and try to shop based off what other stores are selling. But me personally, I'm going to recommend to you to shop the market. See what's out there, see what's selling, see what's not selling. I can tell you even from the manufacturer's side, when I even worked for other manufacturers, we still shop the market to see what was selling, what wasn't selling, to see what retail stores were selling, what brands they weren't really touching, what brands they were selling heavy because they have multiple styles. You want to shop the market. That's how you know the industry. You have to know what's going on in the industry in order to be successful. If you don't know what's going on and you're just taking a guess, there's a chance that you're not going to do well because you have no idea what the trends are in the industry right now. You want to know what's going on in the industry. So me personally, I'm going against what other people are telling you by saying don't shop other boutiques. I will be the one to tell you shop other boutiques, and it doesn't necessarily have to be boutiques. It can be retail stores in the mall. Shop those stores in the malls and see what they're doing, and then go from there. That way you know when you're going through all these letters trying to figure out what all these brands are, you'll say, oh, okay, I seen that brand in this store. Those styles were cute. Or I saw that brand in one of those cheap stores. I don't want to sell cheap product like them, so I'm not going to put that in my boutique. Now you know what's going on, so you know who to contact and who not. But that is the best website to go to. I'll link the actual San Pedro Mart website in the description box below, so that way you don't have to go into the LA Fashion District website to get here. You can go directly there, but you'll find all the other boutiques. If you don't find anything after the first 5 that I provide you between my website, FashionGo, OrangeShine, LA Showroom, and the San Pedro Mart website, I'm going to be the one to tell you design your own stuff, because honestly, you're just not going to find what you're looking for if you haven't found it with all 5 that I gave you. But the other thing that I can tell you, if you do want to be able to see styles before going through the San Pedro Mart website, is to go on Instagram. Almost, I won't say all, but a lot of the vendors have Instagrams. Excuse me. So that way you can at least see the styles that they're selling, to see what their brand is about. So if you're not ready to go shop the market and go into other stores, you can go on Instagram and see them all there. But that's basically some quick tips to help you guys out to find the products that you need for your boutiques. Now, I do have on my phone a list of a bunch of wholesalers that I found over the years that I like the personal style and that I will shop with. And that's including shoes, accessories, clothing, jewelry, sunglasses, all that. I have literally something for everything, handbags and all. So if I have to provide you guys with that information, I will. Because the one thing that I see a lot on the internet is different people selling lists of vendors of where you can go shop to, which is a great business tactic. Everyone has their own hustle where they're trying to make money. But don't pay for that stuff. You really don't need to. All that information is on the internet for free. You just have to be able to research. But this video here has now helped you guys out. I've done the research for you. I've been doing this for years. So I already done the research for you. All you have to do is put in the work. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Again, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you really like the business information, because I definitely have a lot more that I can give to you guys. And if you haven't seen yet, this is something that I'm truly passionate about, because I've definitely just got into this video. So give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you like it. Comment down below any other information you guys want to know. I'll definitely do a video on it to help you guys out. I want to see everyone succeed. Thank you for watching.